Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Clark and welcome to Tuesday's My Thinking and Problem Solving activity. Today we're going to have a look at giving and following instructions. This is an activity that on the surface sounds very straightforward, but as we'll see in the upcoming video clips, sometimes a simple instruction can be more complex than we initially thought. When we give instructions, we need to have a think about who the audience is. We need to adapt our communication appropriately. We need to use clear and simple language, and we need to make sure that we give instructions in the correct order. And always remember that if something goes wrong, it doesn't matter. We just need to find the problem in the instructions and correct it. Remember, this is called debugging. Okay, here's my little boy following some instructions to make an animal. He listens carefully and I use language that I know he understands. That's it. Can you pick that up and put it in the middle of the board? Perfect. Next, can you get another green shape? And this shape is an oval, and inside it's got two pink circles and a black line. That's it. Can you pick that up and put it on top of the other shape in the middle? Well done. Next, once the main shapes are on the board, he quickly realises what pieces are missing and doesn't need much instruction to finish the image. In this next clip, I have given Jake some different images and he has chosen one and he's given me instructions for how to draw it. At the bottom?
No, at the top.
Oh, okay. This is one of the first times that Jake's done this activity, and quite early on he realises that he's got to give me a bit more detail in his instructions, as otherwise I might make a mistake. Anywhere?
Yeah, anywhere. No, not like that. Don't do it like that.
What's your next instruction?
Draw a little circle at the top of the other circle.
Okay.
And draw a carrot nose.
Oh. I've kept this activity simple by using a real image, but as a challenge, you could always try using a more abstract image.
It's a snowman!
Here are some real and abstract images. Why don't you choose one and have a go at describing it to your child and let them draw what they think you are describing? Or you could even let them describe it to you. Some of the outcomes will be funny. There are lots of activities that you could do to encourage giving and listening to instructions. Here are a few examples for you to try at home. The first one is to have a go at providing instructions to create a pattern. If you want a more challenging activity, you could have a go at describing how to make a paper aeroplane. If you're in a trusting mood, you could have a go at closing your eyes or putting a blindfold on and let your child guide you around an obstacle course. Or if you're feeling very brave like Mrs. Devlin is in the next video, you could let your child instruct you to make a jam sandwich. This is one of my favourite activities to do in class and it always involves a lot of laughter. Let's have a look at Robot Devlin, who has very poor communication skills and takes everything you say literally. As the pupils found out, a simple instruction turned out to be quite complex.
Robot, are you ready?
Robot ready?
Robot instructors, are you ready?
Yes. I need to make a jam sandwich. Help!
So you also need to pull. So get the bread
Bread.
and then turn it that way. No, the other way. No, upwards. And then pull the white tab.
Pull.
No, not that way. That way.
Pull.
And also hold the bread. Hold the bread. bread with
The
your
pupils
hand
quickly
first.
realise that this activity isn't going to be as straightforward as they initially thought,
Wash it.
and they very quickly start adapting their instructions, adding more detail and being a lot clearer with the language that they are using.
It is.
Plastic. Plastic.
When you open it.
Open. Open. Not happening.
Oh.
Help.
Maybe get some scissors.
Knife.
With the lid of the butter.
Open.
And then grab your knife.
Spread it on the toast.
Spread it. Spread it. Spread it.
Put your knife in the butter, scoop small and spread it on the...
Knife in butter.
No.
Knife in butter.
And then spread it on the bread.
On the bread.
No.
On the bread.
Not on that.
This activity shows that knowing somebody's prior knowledge is crucial when giving instructions. Robot Devlin has never made a jam sandwich and has no idea of the process that it involves. The pupils have to guide her step by step and have to go right back to the very basics.
You need to get the knife, get some butter,
Butter.
bread, and then spread it on the chopping board with the bread on it.
Spread it on the chopping board. With bread on. Help.
Please. You need to put it on the bread.
On bread. On bread. Help.
Get another sandwich.
Sandwich.
Get some jam.
Jam.
Put your knife in the jam. Open the lid. Open the lid. That is annoying.
Open lid.
Put your knife in it.
Knife in.
In your left hand. Jam.
No, right hand.
Get your knife and put it in the jam.
With.
The pupils in class are doing a fantastic job and are showing lots of debugging skills. They know that if Robot Devlin doesn't react how they expect, then they just have to alter their instructions.
Knife.
Put it in the jam.
In jam.
Get some jam.
Get jam.
Scoop it.
And then get it and spread it on the slice of bread.
Help. Help.
Get some more. Get it off the table. And down.
Down.
Down on the bread.
Down on bread.
No.
Get some jam.
Jam right.
Now Anna, how about you grab the knife?
Left, right.
Yes, so you grab the knife and then it's
Jam.
Jam on the butty and left and right.
Left. Right.
The pupils really enjoyed this activity and they did a brilliant job. With each instruction, they began to add more and more detail each time. They even started to include some directional language such as left and right.
Put the jam.
No, put that jam down. But you see the jam at the side of the bread.
Jam.
When you get that,
Get that.
with the knife,
With knife.
and then put it on the bread,
On bread.
and then spread it just like you did with the butter.
Spread it. Spread it.
Well, yes, that's one way to do it, I guess.
Help.
After a few more instructions and lots of patience from the pupils, Robot Devlin finally got round to cutting the sandwich in half. Sounds like a simple task, but believe me, it took a while. It looks delicious, Robot Devlin. Well done to you and all your helpers.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you have a go at any of these activities, we'd love to see some photos or videos. Thanks for watching and stay safe, everyone.